Good evening once again. My name is Coach K, and please take note. Every single thing we're going to be sharing with you, information we're going to be sharing with you, our thoughts, our expectations are just personal opinions, and they're just strictly for informational purposes only. We encourage you for you to do your own personal due diligence. Our advice, our counsels, our thoughts and all that, they are not to be taken as financial advice or investment advice or even legal advice. So please do your own due diligence, okay? So BitTON.AI is the real crypto gold. Believe it or not, crypto, talking about the BitTON.AI project, is the real crypto gold. So crypto is not just changing lives, it is indeed actually revolutionizing the space. I tell a lot of people what is possible with crypto, you can't see it in any other investment vehicle. Call it bonds, call it stocks, call it real estate, whatever investment vehicle, whatever the name it might be, what is possible in crypto, you can't find it anywhere else. It is only in crypto you can see 1000x. It is only in crypto you can see 10,000x. Before you can see 50x in real estate, it will take years. But in crypto, 100x is possible in months. That's what crypto is all about. It is an amazing investment sector that you can sleep today, you are broke, and the next day you are a millionaire in dollars, not in naira, a millionaire in dollars. That's what is possible in crypto. And it is only in crypto that you don't need huge amount of money to make money. As a matter of fact, in crypto, you can actually be able to make money in crypto with zero capital. Yes, you heard me, zero capital. You can start earning airdrops by sharing the opportunity, and those airdrops you can convert them and you make money from them, then invest, use those airdrop money to now buy the digital asset and hold. It's only in crypto that zero capital can change your lives completely. As a matter of fact, zero capital can make you a multimillionaire in dollars in crypto. It can never happen in bonds. It can never happen in stocks. It can never happen in real estate. It's only in crypto. I know of individuals that never thought possible they could build houses, even in Nigeria. They are owners of mansions on the island. What happened? Crypto happened to them. I know individuals that are driving today exotic cars only in crypto. I had the opportunity, someone invited me, I even know him, Dave. Dave invited me for a meeting today. And I was talking to a woman, an Asian woman. She was into fashion a couple of years ago in Australia. And guess what? She got broke. As at last year, early last year, she was completely broke. She came in contact, her husband and herself came in contact with a crypto project. 4 months, 5 months down the line in crypto project, the individual that was broke, as in she was zero, herself and her husband were in zero in Australia. That one single project made her a millionaire in dollars. I didn't say she made $10,000, $20,000. I said that project made her a millionaire in dollars. That is what is possible in crypto. And when she was telling me, I wasn't surprised because I've seen it again and again. The kind of liquidity, the kind of money that people have in this space, you will be shocked. So this is one space that you can make a lot of money. I said that to encourage you and to open up your expectation. So we have 4 stages of the BitTON.AI. We have the pre-seed, we have the seed, we have the foundation, and we have the expansion. Let's move fast. Okay, at the pre-seed, this definitely we've gone past it. We have the weekly report in the Telegram bot. We have the key metrics monitoring dashboard. We have the token smart contract. We have the smart contract integration and all that. So that's the pre-seed. In the seed, We're talking about a user ID automation. Each user gets a unique identity. We're talking about the smart contract deployment that already has been done. We're talking about the pool monitoring. What's going on? We dropped from almost 22 to 18 now. Maybe it's network. Okay. We have what we call the play to earn preparation. That preparation is ongoing. The foundation is being laid. We have also the BTN distribution begins. That has already started. A lot of us, myself inclusive, are now custodians and holders of the BitTON token. Amazing. There was a time when we started this project, there were thoughts in our heart, if we mine this token, do they ever release this token to us? If we buy, if we invest, would the token ever get to my wallet? We had expectations, desires, concerns. Now, the next question is, will they ever list? Before you know what's going on, they've listed. The next thing, they've listed the second exchange, the third exchange, the fourth exchange, the sixth exchange. And we just keep on achieving the milestones. And we're waking up to the reality that what we had on paper, what we thought will never happen, what of if they will never list? What of if they defraud us? What of if you suddenly realize that the if is all gone? That you have woken up to the realization that this project is here to stay. And the next question will be, I wish I knew it was going to be like this. I wish if I knew it, I would have sold my land. I would have sold my car. I would have sold this. I would have put in more money. I would have not withdrawn. I would have held the token. I would have not been withdrawn. I would have held it. I would have waited till it's $1,000. I would have been disciplined not to wait till $100 per token. I would have done it. I would have done that. When you now see the realization that every single thing they put on their roadmap, they are fulfilling it. But those that took the risk, because sincerely speaking, it is a complete risk. Believing in a man's word, believing in what they've written on paper, and believing that they will do what they've said they will do. It is a risk. And I tell you, those that took the risk will be the first rewarder when the results start showing up. So the foundation, talking about owning the blockchain launch launching our own blockchain, the BTN becoming a native token of the chain. We're talking about launching our own app. We have iOS, we have the Android app where you and I can be able to now access the platform directly. We don't need to go to Telegram anymore. Telegram app, we don't need it anymore. You can now be able to access it on Telegram app. You can be able to access it on the BTN app. We now have our own mobile app. We're no longer controlled by Telegram, where there's no longer difficulties or we trying to talk to relate with the Telegram Foundation. We are now on our own. We're standing on our own as an entity. We're not talking about validators of interface, talking about users can participate in maintaining the network and also earn. I'm going to become one of the validators of this business by God's grace. We're talking about now taking the play to earn games to the next level, several play to earn games, rolling out games based earning futures. Amazing. This is not just we buying a land. This is we now putting structure on the land and taking it to the next level. That's what it looks like. So we're looking at liquidity pool now already. Today, Mr. Tolash is going to be talking to us. How do you become a liquidity pool provider? This is interesting. There was a time that all these things were just story. Now we're living in the reality of most of these things that were spoken of us. They were written and now we're living the reality. It's just the same way Christians will talk about rapture being here. Now all of a sudden we're living the reality of the end times. It's the same thing. So liquidity pool, token trading, and staking available inside and out of the platform, okay? So we also have expansion. We're talking about scaling up, adding real world utility. We're talking about proof of decentralization, growth based on real utility. Growth based on real user activity. We're building massive activity on the project. Myself and Mr. Tolashi to this evening we're discussing about the advantages of which is better, Is it for me to become a liquidity provider or for me to stake my token? And we're doing analysis. I was just smiling in my mind that look at the level we have gotten to in this project. As at 4 months ago, these were assumptions. These were questions I will ask Mr. Tolashi. Are you sure these people will do this? Are you sure they will not run, pull and run away? Are you sure they're going to fulfill all these milestones? Right before our own eyes, we are seeing every single milestone fulfilled. I tell you confidently, even when they've not listed it, this token can never, ever be valued at $1 ever again. Why? Because the milestones that has been achieved, what has been built on this project is enough value appreciation for this token never to be $1. A lot of people have asked me, where do you see the token by Sunday? When they list it, what price is it going to be? They're going to list it at $1. But the issue is, would the market let this price rest at $1? Before the end of 24-48 hours, we might be looking at nothing less than $2 per token. But I'm sure that Mr. Tolashe would beg to disagree. Why? Looking at the turn viewer, the number of holders we have, the number of tokens we're holding, when you look at that and compare 2 point something, maybe during Mr. Tolashi's segment, he might just open his browser and show us the term viewer that we're talking about. If he could start his section with that, that would be beautiful. Show us the term viewer and show us statistics as of today before he takes up his classes. So like I told you, today's meeting is a very important meeting. It's a meeting that nobody should miss. And those that are not here right now, you are missing big time. Because what Mr. Tolashe is going to be sharing tonight is something that is going to be a huge eye opener. You will become a strong believer of this project like never before. You will suddenly just wake up that you have been sitting on a gold mine. Those of you that have invested maybe $20 or $100 and they are giving you 256 tokens. They've not even finished giving you before now. You have been converting it to ton, or you have been in anticipation for Sunday how you are going to sell some of your token. You will be doing yourself a lot of disservice to sell your token. Don't worry. If you don't believe me, please sell it. Sell it on Sunday. Watch out what will happen. Some of you, it might not even take you a month. Before the end of September, you start saying, I wish I did not sell it. I wish I listened. It won't even take, you don't even need to wait for 1 year before you start wishing that you held it, that you could discipline yourself and starve yourself of the immediate demand to sell those tokens. So we're looking at green energy integration. Part of the network will run on green and clean energy. We're looking at real world assets. We're talking about the BitTON token being linked up with assets outside the blockchain. We're talking about massive adoption by traditional businesses, We are talking about DeFi finance, guys. You're talking about banks coming on board, real organization coming on board, real investment coming to build a real project on our platform. This is expansion. This is beyond foundation. Foundation is when we launch our own blockchain. Our token becomes the native token of the platform. It is another level, guys. Let me say this personally. So far, so good. The people that are in charge at the ends of affairs of this project are my number one confidence about this project, not the utility of what they are going to use the project for, not the 21 million tokens ever available. No, 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 no. Their transparency, their disposition, the passion of some of the developers, I could see a sincere passion that they want to succeed with this project. That is the reason. That's my main reason now. Before, my reason of the project was because all that they have is going to be 21 million tokens. But now it has gone beyond that. So we're talking about validator of tools, we're talking about ranking, improved performance, we're talking about tracking and transparency. This is beautiful, guys. No, it's not every day we have the opportunity to find a genuine project that the owners are honest, that the owners are transparent. It's not every day. And let me also say this, and I say to as many of those that listens, we have some of our networkers, some of people that like online businesses. Right now, they are promoting 10 businesses. Some of them are promoting product businesses. Some of them are like 5 businesses, 10 businesses, 3 businesses. It's not the 3 businesses you have that will make you very successful. Somebody might just do only one and he will become a millionaire in dollars. But meanwhile, somebody else might be doing 10 businesses and there's nothing to write home about. Nothing. Just one business with God on your side, one good business, one right business is all you need. And that one single business can ensure that you are never broke another day of your life, ever. Even if you don't do any online business again, just one. One single business will just rewrite the story of your life. Such one single business is like this business called the BitTON. I was doing analysis with Mr. Tolashe, and that's part of what Mr. Tolashe is going to discuss with you. I was saying, Mr. Tolashe, let's assume I have 25,000 tokens. Don't you think I should just take it again for another 135 days? Because do you know the math? Let's do the math. If I do that, if I stake 25,000 tokens that I have now, and I stake it for another 135 days, guess what? If I'm disciplined enough, in 135 days, I will have 64,000 tokens. And we did the calculation. We looked at 135 days is like almost slightly 4 months and a half. So that means by January 15th, I already have 64,000 tokens. If I now say to myself that, oh, the price of the token, I'm not satisfied yet, let me stake it again for another 250, for another 135 days. I will have a total of 163,000 BitTON tokens, 163,840 BitTON tokens. And that will bring me to around the month of, let's say the month of May, 15th of May, thereabout, or last day of May. Yes, last day of May, 31st of May or 30th of May. And by then, I will have 163,840. Myself and Mr. Tolashe were now discussing. And he said, if the price of the token by that time is at 200 or 250, let's take $200. I just want to give you the amount in dollars I will have by that time. That means, as at that time, I will now have 32,768,000 in dollars. That's what the token I'll be holding will be worth. Don't let me calculate it in Naira because it will be too much. Just look at what happened by holding it. Instead of putting it in my wallet because I might not be disciplined, what did I do? I kept on staking. You can also call it compounding. If I look at the price in May and I look at the price of the things I want to do, what do? I close my eyes and say, deprive yourself of maybe another 5 months. Another 5 months will take me to October. So maybe I now need money urgently. I could say, okay, don't restake everything. Just withdraw to liquidate and have $2.7 million and take the remaining $30 million, restake the value of that token back again. So that means if I have 163,840 tokens, rather than restake everything, I could take the 3,840 and restake the 160,000 tokens again. Let's do the math. If that happens and I restake 160,000, I restake it again for 135 days, which will bring me to October, 156%. Guess what? I will now own 409. That means 500,000 tokens of BitTON. This is something else. Each time you are tempted, just take a little. By that time, the value is already high. Just take a little token. Maybe 1,000, 2,000. By that time, the value of those tokens are already high. So you can use that money, take care of yourself, and restake again. If staking is available, like Mr. Tolashe have always told me, staking will always be available. So that is the kind of project you're involved with, guys. And this is one project that has multiple streams of income. It is massive. It is massive. Right now, we're at the starting price of $1. When the 5 million tokens is sold or issued out, we're going to be having the price at $7.59. Then when we hit 10 million tokens, we're going to be having a price of $57.65. At the maximum of 21 million, we're going to be having a price of 3,324. So this staking, which Mr. Tolashe will still explain more, is a way for you to be patient till the price will get to 3,324. But for you that don't, all your investment is just $100 and you own only 256 tokens, don't even sell one. There was someone Mr. Tolashe was sharing with me that invested, I think, $1,000. He has never withdrawn. He's just taking, restaking, restaking, restaking. He's building up his capital. Why? Because he wants to finish a house, he wants to buy a house, whatever he wants to do, he has a target, a focus. But you want to sell because you are hungry. You want to sell because you want to buy phone. No, that's not generational wealth. The way to be a partaker of the generational wealth is that it's a long-term investment. If you need something now that's going to change your life, look for another opportunity. Look for, stay in your salary, stay in your business. Let that your business be taken. Before BitTON came, you were eating. So put your money in BitTON and take your mind off it. Put your money in BitTON, keep on reinvesting and take your mind off the proceed. It's time for you to get another business that can take care of your immediate needs, because BitTON is for generational wealth, such that when we hit $3,324.50 and all you have, you've been able to compound again and again your 256 tokens for like 4 times, and that has moved your token massively. Then maybe you now own 10,000 or 20,000 tokens. Imagine what will come to you at that stage. At that stage. With the calculation we have done now, I think my vision now is vision 1 million BitTON token. So I need to now discipline myself until I have 1 million BitTON token. If when I have 1 million BitTON token, at $100, you know how much that is. At $1,000, you know how much that is. Guys, we are seated on a gold mine. And why are we so sure that the price will increase? One of the reasons is that we have limited supply. And we're also looking at the fact that the BTN is not distributed instantly. The issuance depends on real user activity and fulfillment of specific conditions. We're also talking about the AI and the smart contract management. We're talking about availability on exchanges. It's going to be listed this Sunday, the 31st. And we're also talking about the real DeFi-based yield. Okay? So this is the way it's being staggered. Many of you have seen this before, so I'm just going to move away from it because I need to create time. Mr. Tolashe, once he handles the mic, no matter the time he handles the mic, you're going to be a bit exercise patience. We might not finish as early as we normally finish because he must maximize and put us through and break it down. Is that okay? So this is, for example, when $10 is being $10,000 is being invested, what you get out of it is $32,550. That's what you get out of it, and it's been broken down on how you get on it. Sorry, I'm rushing now because I just realized that time is fast spent. Let's move on. Okay, here you have the airdrop. You earn in 10 generations. Your first generation 10%, second generation 1.5, third generation you have 1%, fourth generation you have 1%, from fifth to 10th generation you have 0.5. So for some of you that, you have immediate financial needs, and there was someone that invested, I'm not mocking him, but he invested not too much amount of money and he was pressing me. He said he's hungry. How can I be telling him I should not withdraw when he's very hungry? What am I saying? Am I blabbing? The guy practically was just insulting me. I pray that one day he will realize I was wrong and come back and apologize. All because I was trying to encourage him that he should not bother about himself withdrawing. Why? Because he was telling me I should come and teach him on how to withdraw. I said, but what you invested is just 10,000 naira. Why do you want to withdraw? He said, what do I mean? Is it my money? Do I have the right to tell him not to withdraw? I should teach him how to withdraw. Why am I disturbing not to withdraw? He's not even the only one. There are even 2 people like that. You know, they were angry that I was not willing to teach them on how to withdraw. They were not happy with me, you know. But to me, I felt, oh yes, this amount is small. The only reason why this little seed capital of yours can become big is for you to leave it, not to come and say you want to withdraw. Now is not the time for you to withdraw. Now is the time for you to reinvest, reinvest, reinvest. Even those that have invested $50,000 in this business, they are not withdrawing, they are reinvesting. They are not fools. There's something they have seen that you have not seen. So if you have to fast now, deprive yourself now. Because if you start withdrawing, let's even say by Sunday the price hit $5 and you were able to withdraw 10 BitTON and you now got that's $100. What will $100 do in your life? What will it do? When money shows up, that's when need shows up. That's when you know that this money can have wings if you don't have direction for money. That's why the people that are wealthy don't spend their money, they spend the profit of their investment. That's why even in this BitTON business, whatever you have invested, your capital, don't ever touch it. Always spend the profit, profit, profit. Look at the staking. I told you, I said when you restake and you got this amount, just take a little out of what you got out of the staking and restake 99% of it. Maybe just take 1% out and restake 99% again. Okay, you feel okay, you have restaked for like 135 days. Now they give you 160,000 and 165,000 tokens. Okay, you could say, okay, let me take out 2,000 tokens and reinvest the 163,000 tokens again. Just be reinvesting it. You eat your profit, not your capital. Be eating the profit. That is how you experience continuous generational wealth. So much it gets to an extent that when you are buying things, you are not buying things out of your money. You are buying things out of profit. That's how you get to that level. And it comes with discipline. Those that will tell you when it comes to generational wealth, it comes with discipline. It comes with patience, discipline. Someone said, as you make more money, it's not the time for you to start buying material things around you. It's not the time for you to increase your tastes. It's not the time for you to increase your standard of living. No, you are not there yet. You are not there yet. You reinvest. Nobody will tell you that you will wake up one day and realize that, man, I'm in money. You just wake up and realize that you are there, but you're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're on a journey. So it comes with discipline. So every one of you on the call, you see the reason why I said tonight's meeting is not a meeting for you to miss. And don't be in a hurry to go, because what I'm sharing with you right now is nothing compared to what the next speaker is going to share with you. I'm just laying the foundation. I'm watering the ground for what he's going to share with you. And if you are wise, this recording, you need to seize it, listen to it again and again, and again. Beg people that you know to listen to it again and again. So here you have what we call the matching bonus system. You have the bronze. Once you register with your link or the link of the person that invited you, you have qualified to become a bronze member. You want to become a silver, you just need to have a personal deposit of $100 and you have the opportunity of getting 6% matching bonus. You move to gold, you have the opportunity of 9% matching bonus, but for you to qualify, you need to have 3 active members that their accounts are funded. Okay, so and you qualify for 9%. To qualify for 12%, which is platinum, you need 5 active direct and 20 active members in your 10 levels. For sapphire, you qualify for 15%, and for that to happen, you need 10 active direct and 50 active members in your 10 levels. Ruby, you get 15 active direct and 100 active in 10 levels. Then you qualify for 19%. Emerald, you qualify for 23%, but you need 20 active direct and 250 in your 10 levels and a personal volume of 500 PV. Then Diamond, you need 30 active direct, 500 active direct in 10 levels, and 1,000 personal volume. Then Blue Diamond, you need 50 active direct, 1,000 active in your 10 levels, and 3,000 personal volume. And you qualify for 34% matching bonus. That's where we're going, guys. As a matter of fact, that is just the first step. The last step is for us to get to 40% matching bonus, which is going to be massive as we build a big community. How do you get started? Reach out to the person that invited you for tonight's meeting. Reach out for the person that has spoken to you about this opportunity. Ask for their referral link. Click on it. Connect. After you've clicked on it, follow the prompts, and you're going to launch your account on Telegram and connect your wallet, either using a Tonkeeper, Telegram wallet, SafePal, Token Pocket, and all you need is just a minimum capital seed of 1 ton, which is just $3.3 max. It fluctuates between $3.1 to $3.3, and that's it. You connect your wallet, you deposit, and voila, you are in the game and you have started earning. Once again, my name is Coach K. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited about this amazing opportunity. Wow, my friend is here. Praise Uday. Praise. I'm super excited to see you. Praise. I know it's good to see you. This is nice. So, Praise, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming back to join the community. Okay. So at this stage, I'd like to make welcome Mr. Tolashe. Mr. Tolashe, you have the mic. Over to you, guy.
Thank you so much, Coach K, for that wonderful presentation. As usual, thank you so much. You've actually said so much of what I wanted to say tonight. I just want us to see BitTON in a new dimension today. I want us to really see it in a new dimension because I'm getting a lot of feelings. I'm getting a lot of I'm having a lot of discussion with a lot of people, and then we're looking at it from different angles. Like just like you asked me today about staking and then liquidity provisions as the opportunity has been given, which is going to open tomorrow or next on Sunday. A lot of people also ask and then they say, which one? Many of them will say, well, which one do you think is best for us? Which one do you think we should do? And I say, analysis will tell us which we should do. And at the end of it all, many of us, all of us will let's look at the staking critically. Every investors will always have their pen on their papers, meaning every investors will always want to know, if I put my one here, how much will come back to me? And within what period of time will I get that how much back? Meaning, if I put my $1,000 here, how much will I get back? And how long? When will I get that much back? And just like I was sharing with you today, I've got someone out of people within my structure who actually have a target, you understand? And there was someone who deposited $1,000. You understand? And then just forget it here. Forget the whole money there. You understand? And then I was discussing with that person. Then I had to go back to my structure again. And I saw that I have a lot of people who have actually, not been able to talk to within few time back. So I began to reach out to people that I know who are core investors in the structure, to also see the possibility of getting them back, to see if they can top up and increase their investment. And I saw that I have people with $1,000 who have refused to make any withdrawals. I have people with $1,000 plus who have refused to make their withdrawals. And I asked them, why? How? What's happening? What exactly is happening? And then you see them saying, no, it's not that we don't want to withdraw, but it's just that we have a target. You understand? Okay, there's someone who deposited $1,000 and currently on the person's account, as at when we checked, was it yesterday or so, That person already has 1,000. He already has 1,480 BitTON tokens in his account, meaning he's gotten more than what he invested into BitTON. He put into BitTON 1,000 tokens, $1,000, and currently he has 1,480 BTN tokens. And when I asked, why are you not withdrawing? He said, no, I don't want to withdraw. I just don't want to withdraw. Why? He said, I have put that money there, and you have told me that it will take me 135 days, which is 4 months plus, to get 256% of my money. And I believe in you. I believe in the system. I believe in what I've seen so far. So I just want to leave it there. Now, I now ask, I said, will you agree with me that you can make much more from this? He said, how? I said, that's 1,480. Let's do some calculation and let's get what 70% of that will be. If we punch our calculator, you can join me to punch a calculator there. If you did 1,480 and you are looking for 70%, 70% will give you 1,036. 1,036 BitTON. It means if that person is taking withdrawal today, that person will be getting 1,036. And I'm saying, let's even forget let's agree that today is Tuesday, and then you now want to make that deposit. What I'm saying is you can reinvest this 1,000 plus BTN tokens. And then that will make your total investment to be 2,036. The next question that came from him is, no, wait, let's break it down. My target is on 135 days. So what are you saying? I said, if only by your discipline, you can agree to a longer day, I tell you, you are going to make more money. Do you know you can double this if you agree to take a longer day? He said, how? I said, it's just by calculation. You will reinvest this 1,036, and then let's assume that you invest that one today. Then you will begin to calculate another 135 days from today. He said, how? I said, because your deposit will count for 135 days, right? I said, yes. So it does not cost you anything. It didn't cost you anything. You know why? Because it only costs you an extra days. And how many extra days? If you have spent 80 days already, if you remove 80 days minus 135 days, 80 days minus 135 days, means you still have 135 minus 80, means you still have 55 more days to go. Now, you now want to ask me, how many days more are you sparing? I said, you are going to spare additional 80 days. You are going to spare additional 80 days, and then instead of your $1,000 deposit to have given you 2,560 BTN tokens, your 2,036 dollars now will now give you a total of 5,212 tokens. What I mean is, by just exercising more patience of just 80 days, your $1,000 deposit, your $1,000 capital can turn to 5,212 BitTON tokens. 5,000, instead of you getting, just with $1,000 deposit, instead of you getting 2,560 BTN tokens, within 135 days. If you can be disciplined to do 135 days plus 80 days, that's 215 days, you would have gotten 5,212 BitTON tokens. So what that means is, instead of you leaving those rewards in your wallet, instead of you withdrawing it and keeping it in your wallet, or leaving it on your account and not withdraw, we simply say reinvest that which you have gotten. And then that person was this person was so happy and was like, wow, I didn't know that even my $1,000 investment capital can give me much more money. And then I said, you know that you would have made within that 200 and something days, do you know that it's possible for you, instead of this 5,212, do you know that it is possible for you to have made as much as 8,000 BTN tokens? Within that 200 plus days, within that around 215 days, it's possible for you to have made up to 8,000 BTN tokens. The question is how? I said the moment you have 200, the moment you have 500 BTN tokens as your reward, and even you have reinvested that at that time, and then this time that you also have another 500, you are investing at that time. By the time you would have been 215 days, you must have gotten a total of $8,000 plus dollars, 8,000 plus BTN tokens. Let's now say that you decided that half for the past 80 days, if every week you have been reinvesting what you have gotten, you have been reinvesting. That's what we call the rule of compounding. You have been compounding your reward. Do you know that in that 215 days, you would have gotten almost 10,000 BTN tokens? Don't forget that if you recompound this Tuesday, by the next Tuesday, if you compound today, if you reinvest what you have in your balance today, tomorrow you start receiving a reward from your new reinvestment and your previous investment. And then the next Tuesday you reinvest again, you start receiving from 3 deposits from the next day. The fourth Tuesday you reinvest, you start receiving from 4 deposits instead of 3. And don't forget that what you reinvested the second time is a sum up of the reward you get from your second deposit and your first deposit. What you invest the third time is a sum of a reward from your second deposit and your first deposit and your third deposit. Meaning the more you invest, the more money you get. The only thing that you are expanding is your days. Meanwhile, you are getting much more reward in BitTON token. Let's now imagine that from that your 1,000, let's just go by the calculation that I've done. You did not invest from 200, you did not invest from 500, you did not invest, you just begin to reinvest now. By that 215 days, now 215, by the way, today, this is how do I call it? This is August, meaning 135 days is in 4 months, around 4 months, 15 or 20 days. So what that means is 4 months, you see September, October, November, December. What that means is that person 135 days will be ready in January. In January. Now, if that person from an investment of $1,000 has been able to recover 5,212 BitTON token, and let's now say 1 BitTON token as a January is, let's just say $100 per BitTON token by January. How much would that person make? 5,000 212 times 100. It means that person would have been $500,000 richer. Meaning that person would have got $521,200 from a single deposit, a single out of pocket of $1,000. A single out of pocket of $1,000. And I am saying this is not about, this calculation is not focused only on those who invested $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, or even 500. No, 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 no. Even if you invest $10, this calculation can take you far. Even if all you've done is $100, this calculation can take you far. Just take your pen. All I'm saying tonight is we've got to be intentional about our investment. We've got to be intentional. Let me give us a scenario. I have a downline who invested $1,000 plus. It's more than 1,000, slightly above $1,000. And I was saying, no, what can we do? Okay, there was a friend that he brought into the system. And that person, just like the experience of Coach K, that person wanted to withdraw. And then I'm saying you shouldn't. That person is saying, no, I need to. And I sat that person down with the aim to convince that person, what's your plan? What do you want to do? He was like, no, I needed to withdraw some of these tokens. Why? Because I needed to do a bit of conversion so I could finish my building project. He said, because I know that my children, like 2 of my children, will enter institution next year. And if I did not finish this building now, their school fee would not allow me to concentrate on my building again. And because BitTON has given me this so much opportunity, I want to take some of. So I was a little bit furious. I don't want him to do that. So I was like, I know you are being concerned about your family. I know you are being intentional. I know you know what you are doing. But can you just allow these things to just move up a bit? And I know you, I understand you well. And eventually I asked the person to open his account for me. I thought he was keeping his BitTON token too. You know what I discovered? I discovered that person has moved at almost double of the money that he started with. Someone that started with slightly $1,000, slightly a little bit above $1,000, currently has far above $2,000. You understand? Without having any external money from it. And now it feels like it still feels like time wants to just pick a little, finish his house, and then pack into his house before next year, so that by the time his children are entering schools next year, he will just be able to do that, and then he will not be bothered about house rent and all of those again. I just managed to say, well, still don't withdraw, but inside of me, I don't have anything to convince him again. You understand? Now, this person is actually waiting to pick a bit, just a little bit of his token to exchange, maybe on Tuesday, maybe on Monday, maybe on Wednesday, just this coming week, after the token is listed on Sunday, so that at least he can make some money and then finish his house. So he already done the roofing, it's just to do the finishing and the lights, and then he moves into his house and all of those, which is fine, which is good. I'm saying all of this so that we will understand how intentional people are with this project. I used to say one thing, BitTON has crossed a time where we start talking about, is it real? Is it going to do what they said has been done? Is it going to, no. BitTON has gone past all of those ones. Past all of those ones. Let me show us something very quickly. Let me show us something very, very quickly. I want to show us so that we will see, where is this thing? Excuse me. Okay, yes. Can we see my screen, please? Coach, please confirm if you can see my screen. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Noble, for that quick response. Yes, this is our smart contract. And this is a contract that holds the entire BitTON token. And here you can see people with BitTON tokens. So far, so good. We have 2,540 BitTON token holders. 2,504 BitTON token holders. And you will see an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, it means transactions are actually going on. And these are holders of BitTON tokens. Someone is holding 25,000 BitTON tokens. Some 15,000, 13,000, 6,000 BitTON tokens, 5,000, 5,000. See people holding BitTON tokens. See people holding BitTON tokens. These are BitTON tokens in external wallets. And so far, so good. You see, more than 2.5 million BitTON tokens have already been staked. You have millions of BitTON tokens already in the staking. Those who did that they're not fools. No, they are not. They're not fools. It's because they understand what me and you do not understand. And what is that? They understand the law and the rule of compounding. And they know what more this can give to them. The point is, what are you trying to do? Are you planning to withdraw your BitTON tokens by Sunday and then exchange to USDT and then go away with it? Are you planning to hit your seed? What I'm saying is we are still at the seed stage. We are still at the seed stage. What you have in your hand is still a seed. What are you going to make out of it? If you buy BitTON token at $1 and then you exchange it back at $1, I beg, waiting you gain. You will tell me you gain that 156% increment, Abby. You would tell me that, okay, I deposited $100 and then I get a total of 206%. I have a pure profit of 156%. That's what you will say. Isn't it? That's exactly what you will say. In fact, many of us will even say, okay, if I have some token investing, after 1 or 2 days, I have access to that and then I can move on. But I tell you, the profit you are going to get from 10 BitTON tokens is different from what you get from 100 BitTON tokens. You can't compare that with what you get from 1,000 BitTON tokens. So having said all of this, having said all of this, I hope that you will from this night be intentional about your investment and then do your calculations well on how much you can get from your investment through compounding. Through compounding. If you compound to some level, you yourself will know that it's time. Let me briefly, our time has been fast spent. Let me briefly show us a bit about what's it called? About the liquidity pool. I understand the fact that by tomorrow, more details about, step-by-step details tomorrow or Sunday, yeah, step by step details about how to provide liquidity will be given to us. Now, the details about the liquidity has been given, and that is what we have here now. And that's what I'm saying. What this simply means is that participants will be able to provide liquidity. Be able to provide liquidity on Uniswap pool. This is the way liquidity works. Uniswap exchange will create a special pool for our pairs, BTN, USDT. And then the master contract for that pool will be released to the owners of BTN. Those are our developers. And then that pool will be released, be given to us. And we will see that pool. And it is that pool that we will connect to. And it is this pool that we will contribute all the liquidity that we want to provide. Now, one thing we must know is that, for instance, if you want to contribute liquidity, you must have liquidity in the two currencies that are in the pair. The pair, for instance, is BTN USDT, meaning you must have liquidity in BTN and also have that same liquidity in USDT. What that means is, if I want to provide liquidity of 10,000 BTN token, what it means is I must have 10,000 BTN tokens, and I must also have 10,000 USDT dollar. So if I'm connecting my wallet here to the liquidity pool, in that my wallet, I must have 10,000 BTN tokens and also have 10,000 USDT dollars. And what that means is that I will have to provide roughly around $20,000. 10,000 in BTN tokens, 10,000 in USDT. So meaning if all that you have is 1,000, you just know that you can only provide liquidity of 500 because you need to have 500 in BTN tokens and 500 in USDT. That is important. And when we talk about the reward, I think Uniswap pays, 0.3% of the transaction charges Please let us try to understand this very well. Uniswap pays 0.3%, I think, but note that it is of the transaction charges. Don't come and say I contribute $1,000, I have $1,000 USDT, $1,000 BTN token, so 0.3% of $1,000 or $2,000 what I'm getting. No. You will get $1,000 of transaction charges. So if don't forget that we have many providers. So if the entire market could only use your liquidity just 10 times in a day for 10 transactions, just 10 transactions, you are going to get 0.3% of the charges for that particular transaction. That's 10 transactions. So that's so in cases where we have limited providers and then we have more transactions, you can rest assured that the system can use your contributions more often. But when you have more liquidity providers and then you now have limited transactions for the day, you can rest assured that the system will use less of your liquidity for that day, and then you earn less. And that is to tell you that don't expect that you get a stable reward from your liquidity every day. Don't expect to get everything, same amount every day, and so that you'll be on the high side every day. No. It depends on the transactions and how often your contribution, your liquidity is used. Now, BTN BitTON project is now saying, based on this, the project will send you 0.25% of the provided liquidity amount in USDT weekly. They now said weekly as a subsidized reward. As an additional reward, the BitTON token project are going to give you 0.25 of the amount that you provided every week, just to compensate you. You know why they are doing this? They are doing this because they know that from the beginning, there will not be much transactions as you expected. There will not be much transactions as you have expected. So if there are no much transactions, it means we can have some days when your liquidity amounts are not being used. So this 0.25% of the amounts that they are giving you covers for all of those things. And for me, it's just a generosity on their part, and we must appreciate them for that. So don't forget that if you are providing 1,000 liquidity, $1,000 liquidity, you have 1,000 USDT, 1,000 BTN. You must know that you must not remove a dime. Though you have control over that money, but you must not remove a dime of that money. Because if you do, you will not still continue getting your reward over the $1,000. You'll be getting reward on the balance that you have. And on a worst case scenario, you stop getting rewards at all. So know that when you provide liquidity, once you send funds into your liquidity wallet, know that you must not remove that token. And then liquidity expansion will be announced later. So 30% annual reward in USDT paid by the project in addition to standard of, okay. So it means annual, if you multiply 0.25% every week, if you multiply by the number of weeks in the year, it gives you 12%. It gives you 10%. But for some of you who are, someone like Coach K now, who has a very fat crypto wallet, for those ones who are going to be depositing from $50,000, that's $100,000 worth of tokens. $50,000 in USDT, $50,000 in BTN tokens. So those ones can now get as high as 30% in annual reward in USDT per annum. Per annum means per year. They will get 30% extra from the BTN project. That is in addition to 0.3 that they get on each transactions, on each trades and transactions that happens on Uniswap, for which their liquidity was used for. Please don't forget for which their liquidity is used for. So it's as simple as that about liquidity providing. And I'm going to stop right here. Our time, this is 10:31. As much as I want to say much more, I feel our time has been fast spent, and then we can always look into this sometimes later, tomorrow or next, and then we'll dig deeper and then make it wide a bit so we can understand it as it's supposed to be. I hope by this night we'll be able to see a lot of things and we've known what to do and how to do it. Thank you so much for having me. Over to you, Coach Kesa.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tolashe. And I'd like to say a very big thank you to those that were patient enough to wait till the end. That's why I say, you see, these fingers, they are not equal. The level of our hunger, it differs. What everybody is looking for, it differs. Some of you are still sleeping for several hours. What we are chasing differs. What's chasing Mr. Tolashi is different. What's chasing me? Everybody knows where they are. But the truth is, don't miss this opportunity. We don't have such opportunity on our way every day. Let's take advantage of this one. You understand? They've told us that this project will do $10,000 for one BitTON token. I've told Mr. Tolashe, if the token stops at $10 per token, even if he takes it next year, December, to achieve $10 per token, there's none of you that will say the project has not done well. That is times 10 of your investments. The question that will be in mind is, how many tokens are you holding? Those of us that by God's grace, if we keep on compounding, we can now own 500,000 tokens. You can't say we have not made money. But if God willing, we can see most of the things they've told us with respect to the graph and experience $1,000 per token, $3,000 per token, $5,000 per token. For me, those ones will be extra. To be honest with you, the day we do $10 per token, I'm fulfilled. Any other thing that come after that is extra. Because one thing, I would have had a peace of mind that nobody invested money and lost money. We all came in at $1. We have seen $10. For me, I'm okay. If we now see $100, hallelujah. If we see $1,000, glory. If we see $10,000, rapture is here. Whatever. The bottom line is, it would have been worth our while, because we cannot say we're looking for money and be losing money. That's the most important thing. So one thing I always tell you, in as much as we believe in compounding, we believe in maxing out, one of the things I'll still say, once we get to a certain price, maybe $5 per token, sell enough to take your capital out. Let me repeat myself. When we get to maybe $5, calculate the amount you have invested. If one token will cover the total amount of investment you have here, sell it and remove your capital. Whatever is left in the system is your profit. Because we cannot be saying we are taking risk and we want to make more money and be losing our capital. Carry that your capital, take it elsewhere and go and invest. I believe in diversification of portfolio. It's very, very important. As Coach K, I owe you the truth at all times. What I've just shared with you is what I do. So I won't come here and tell you otherwise. You can be sure that my first target is that how much have I invested in this business? Is it back in my pocket? Before we start talking about big profit, compounding, extra, whatever, you can be sure that all the compounding I'm doing, my capital is back. I even have some profit in my pocket. Then I'm ready to go for the next 2 years, 3 years and wait for the big fish. I'm ready to do that. But if you have invested small amount of money, like $100, $200, don't say you want to remove capital, because if you remove capital, there's no more BitTON that you have to wait for the value appreciation. Just leave everything. Just let it go as a seed and take your step of faith and trust God that is going to yield the desired results. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Tolashe, once again for that amazing presentation. Okay. Let's just take one or two questions and we'll close tonight. We know that we have actually spent a long time, but I think it's worth it. Some of you do all night now. So let us take this one as our business all night. It's Friday now. Is it not Friday? While some people are at club and they are drinking their lives away, let this today be a day that you have a testimony and a success story to share. Okay, Sister Victorious Daniel, all the way from Italy, says, I have a question. How can I invest what I've accumulated? It's very easy. Just click on withdraw next week, Tuesday, and click reinvest. That's what you need to do. You just reinvest it. And I'm aware that we have started staking and that we can stake now. So I don't know how we'll go about that. I think Mr. Tolashe will take us through that tomorrow. and share his screen and give us a practical representation about that tomorrow. So don't worry. Someone else says here, Mr. Let me look for his name again. Mr. Vincent says, how will the team maintain $1 if a situation where whales decide to pump on Uniswap? Well, there's a control mechanism. We've discussed that. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? There's already a control mechanism. Nobody goes to the market and close their eyes and allow whales to come and take over their projects. You can be sure that the owners, the developers would have, they will have bookmarkers that are going to be monitoring the market. And you can be sure that every measures to put in place for whales not to come and take over the market and dump. Israel was the one that asked this question. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Israel was one that was concerned about whales coming to the market and all that. So you can be sure that there's control mechanism. And by the way, the only way you can buy this token is from us. So for any whale to come to the market right now, no whales will even come to the market. The liquidity is not big enough for whales to show up. The availability of liquidity. I'm one of the liquidity providers. You are one of the liquidity providers. We don't provide liquidity for the platform. They might not have, except maybe developers are now providing, or maybe the platform Uniswap itself is providing, whichever what they want to put together. But I can tell you that it's not time for whales. The time will come. But when that time comes, there will be bookmarkers, there will be control enough to mitigate the situation.
Even from Coach Kesa. Coach Kesa.
I'm giving you the mic. I'm giving you thumbs up if you can see me. I'm giving you thumbs up.
Okay. Even from the screenshot even from my screen that I shared. Even from my screen that I shared, from this alone, you will see that we don't even have any whales yet. You understand? We don't even have any whales yet. You get? We have people with $25,000. I mean 25,000 BitTONs. You understand? 15,000 BitTONs. The next is 13. The next is 6. And then we have 255. We have 4,000. And then we have just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have five people holding for 4,000. The next is 3,000, right? And then we only have 2 people holding 3,000. The next is 2,000. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people holding 2,000, 2,000 plus. The next is 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people holding 1,000 plus. You understand? Then we have 900, 800. So we don't even have what you can call whale yet. You understand? And even if these people are withdrawing on Tuesday, what they are going to withdraw?
I'm the whales that is here. So don't worry. I will liquidate and so whale, a fake whale that is on the ground now.
The point is, we don't even have any traces of whales in the system. So the fear of say whales are coming and when they come, how do they maintain $1? It's out of the way. It's completely out of the way.
As in, let them come, please, sir. Let them come. Let the whales come.
You understand? So the truth is, we only have a lot of people who are even waiting to even get that BTN token from the market, and then they can then go and stake. How do they do it? They can only do that by coming to the market and buy. You understand? Even the Tom Foundation is waiting for the token to be listed, and then they begin their what do they call this their shilling campaigns for BitTON tokens. And when that happens, everybody that hears that campaigns, USA, UK, one of those European countries also are going to be participating in the staking using the BitTON token. And when we talk about staking is very simple within the system. You use the same button, add deposit. But when after you have clicked add deposit, you see 2 buttons, TON and BTN. The moment you click on BTN and then you deposit using BTN tokens, It means you are entering into staking. If you are using TON tokens, TON coin to deposit, you are going into distribution. But when you are using BTN tokens to deposit, you are going straight into staking. So it's very simple. It's very simple. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So please don't be afraid of whales. The whales that we have in the house, we have promised you that we are not dumping, we are restaking. So don't be rest assured. How much is going to be launched on Sunday? How sure is it going to be launched on Sunday? I don't know. You ask them on Sunday yourself. What is the benefit of the launching as an investor? The benefit of the launching is that our project, our digital asset has gone public. We have entered the public market, and that is value appreciation for us. The good news is that we are sure that our token will no longer be $1 because that is more global visibility, global assets, and that is another milestone being achieved. And the more the milestone be achieved, the more it strengthens our ecosystem, the more it brings value appreciation. So, Mr. Noble, thank you so much for your question. And I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Loide Moshood for being here to the end. Paul Chukwu Emeka, I see you. My beloved brother, Israel, I celebrate you. Mr. Noble, thank you so much. Oluyede Muideen, I see you. Vincent, thank you so much. Ayomide, thank you. Nikki, Madam Neka, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing Prince Ude back. My BitTON, my Infinity Traffic Boost family, they are coming in gradually. Thank you so much, Madam Neka, for bringing him back. Eyis and Nudi, thank you so much for being here. Mobo, thank you so much for being here. Iregbe Shola Williams, I see you, sir. Olamilekan Mohammed, I see you. Joseph, I see you. Mr. Deniron, thank you so much for being here. Sister Victorious Daniel, my beloved sister, I see you and I celebrate you greatly. And is there any other person I've not called their name? Rukayati Adebi, my questionnaire. You did not ask question tonight, too. Olamilekan Mohammed, I see you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being. Naren, the international. Naren, what's going on? Naren is the international record breaker. Always been here, #1. Don't worry, I owe you a big gift, and I will surprise you soon. Just ensure that nobody breaks your record. Just be #1. I'll surprise you soon. You're on my mind. And for those on WhatsApp, thank you so much also for being patient. Buki from Pastor Celestina, thank you so much for being patient. My brother David has become a permanent, he's also one of my family members from ITB. He has become a permanent customer on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for David for being there. And who else do I see here? Let me call their names. I have here Odudu Ekere. Sorry if I stabbed your name, just forgive me. Madam Mata, I see you. Xenos Plus Logistics, I see you. I celebrate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another day. Tomorrow will be powerful, and we're going to be enjoying ourselves. And again, don't worry. Tomorrow, Mr. Tolashe will start. He will start talking to you about the staking, do the presentation and all that, while I will handle the generational wealth and all that. So he will have enough time. He didn't have enough time to do justice to what he has to do today, but he will have enough time, and it will be practical. He will talk to you from the back office, do a practical section. So it's going to be an explosive meeting. You can see that tomorrow's meeting is also going to be different from today's own, different from yesterday. We will keep on twisting it and having fun. And at a time, we'll also tell you the how you can maximize this business, how you can get people to join your team, how you can succeed in this business, what you need to do, the how I got to the stage in which I have the number of tokens I have. What you can also do, is never too late for you to acquire. That's what we're going to be doing. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you shortly. God bless you. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye. You can unmute yourself also. Good night, everybody from here.
Can we recognize the newcomers too?
We did, we recognize them.
But coach, please, sir, I had 3 people connected on WhatsApp.
I didn't see them.
I sent you message.
I saw the.
I screenshot. I screenshot also.
I didn't see.
No, so your private number.
Yes.
Your private WhatsApp.
And I know. I now went to look for them, and I didn't see them.
I mentioned it on the message also.
They joined through you.
Yes.
So sorry. So they've been hearing. Oh, sorry, everybody. Let's celebrate these people. Oh, no. Understand? Beautiful. Good students.
I have only gifts now left. I have only gifts left.
Okay, hold on, everyone.
Gifts left. Okay.
Please, everybody, hold on. You know, yesterday we talked about you guys connecting people through your WhatsApp.
Yes.
Sister Victorious from Italy. She did exactly what we advised her to do in yesterday's meeting. Let us celebrate. Let's celebrate Brother Bright. Let's celebrate Sister Gift and Sister Rosemary. Thank you so much, Brother Bright, Gift, and Rosemary for joining the WhatsApp group call that Sister Victorious did. You have been looking for them. I don't know what you are talking about. Now I know that you are listening. And every one of you can do the same thing. If you are the admin of a group, or even if you are not an admin of a group, you can call like 10 numbers and add them together. Do a call. Maybe your family members, your friends, call like 50. Add them together and say, please, I want you to listen to this meeting. I'm putting you on speaker. Be quiet, mute your mic, and join us from beginning to the end. That was beautiful. With that step alone, that is an added number of people that attended this meeting. Let's see the number of you that are going to do that tomorrow. Sister Victorious, let me hear that there are 20 tomorrow. On to see that. And every one of you should do more tomorrow. Increase the number tomorrow, everyone. We are
I invited some people to the Zoom, so I didn't hear their name.
We called their name, Mr. Regbe. Where were you when you were talking to some of your people? Let's also check again and double check. Let's I'll check again. Okay. Chuk, invited by Madam Azuzu. We have who else? Let's see.
We have ended. So
I didn't know Grace here.
Good night. Okay.
We have Prince Ude, invited by Madam Azuzu Eleanor. We have Dayo Orid, invited by Miss Aregbeshola. We have Olato Jeremiah. No, that one is just attending. And then we have Mr. Ayomide, invited by Mr. Aregbeshola. Thank you so much, Ayomide, for being here. We celebrate all those that are joining us for the first time. And most importantly, thank you so much, Mr. Aregbe, for always inviting people. Taiwo, my admin, is not here. Thank God we recorded this meeting. I'll make it available for her so she can expect the attendance. Thank you very much. Very, very wonderful. Impressive. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We'll be back again tomorrow. Join early. We start early. God bless you. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.
And you too. And you too. Bye.
You don't talk to me again. You're angry. Yeah.
I'm not angry. I'm happy.
There's still another one there. Invited by Mr.
Madam Ured is still here. Madam Ured, good evening. No, you are welcome.
Goodbye, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Your media and Ured. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night to all those on the WhatsApp group. I need good news from every one of you. I want to hear that somebody just invested $50,000, $10,000. You guys should help my team volume move to $1 million, please. Help my career. Mr. Aregbe?
Yes, sir.
I'm expecting $50,000 team volume from your end. What's going on?
We need to be doing seminar.
But you and I
Get that
discussed.
done.
And what's happening to you and you and your team? You guys should organize. Okay, all members, you guys should call me tomorrow. Let's see how we can drive it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. As a matter of fact, while you have an office now, let's start with your first. Then once we have done successful seminar in your office, then we'll move to another level. Okay. So please, sir, don't forget to. I'm expecting your call tomorrow or even tonight if you don't sleep early. Me, I'm still up.
Okay. We'll discuss it tonight.
I'm available.
Tolashi, my big boss. Tolashi, how are you?
Mr. Tolashi, your
Tolashi get toy.
It's not even sharing life.
Oga Coach
not sharing anything, no.
Oga Joseph. Show yourself.
I did.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes, so Engineer Sam.
Mr. Tolashi.
Engineer Sam.
Engineer Saulu.
Engineer Saulu.
Saulu bá ṣe rí.
Am I not here now?
Praise God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah. I've been around.
You've been around. I didn't know.
You don't recognize me.
Now I will take note. I've been seeing Joseph. Now I will know it's you. I only know
now.
So don't
worry. Now I've been around.
Yes. Now that I know that you are the one, I've been seeing Joseph, but I didn't know it was you.
Okay. That's why I have to come and talk now.
We were together from the beginning.
That's good. I hope you have been enjoying the meetings. Has it been worth it, sir?
Oh, no, it's worth it. That's why I'm still up now. I'm still up and I've never missed.
I'm super excited. We started this Zoom meeting. When was the first day we had this Zoom meeting, Mr. Egbeshola? How many days have we done, sir? We've lost count.
You are the you are the banker. I don't know the number of days again.
I thought you were my PA. Such is life.
Okay, yeah.
We in August.
Spirituality here.
We started
The number of days remaining, 8 days more.
No, I doubt it. Stop. Before you normally like the number of days.
Yes.
But I stopped. So I think we started on the 10th of August. We started on the 10th of August, and today's date is what, 29? We've done well.
We started when?
10th of August.
10th of August.
So we have done 19 days. 19 non-stop. And it's been bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys make it possible. Thank you so much. So tomorrow, day, by the 10th of September, we'll continue. We'll continue because we need the second month. We're going to do straight 60 days before we have a break of maybe a few days in a week. Straight 60 days that there would have been tsunami, would have built great leaders and take the project to the next level. A lot of you now understand the project because you keep on hearing every day. Now understand your confidence is increasing. So we need to do more of it. So we've done 19 days, so we still need to do more. Thanks, everybody.